is going on, guys? JD from New York here. And what we are going to discuss is going to take everything that we've seen so far on WWE television. Coming out of Extreme Rules, we had the Monday Night Raw after Extreme Rules, and we're going to start there. That is the groundwork. That is the blueprint for what we are going to discuss in this video, and it's going to last all the way up into SummerSlam and possibly even beyond if WWE is smart about booking everyone involved in this major storyline that I'm about to discuss with you, okay? I'm at work, and I'm bored out of my fucking mind, and I send out a tweet. I'm going to do a video, and that video is this one. How I would book the debut of the Balor Club and the Balor Club versus The Shield. This would take place at Money in the Bank, how I would book Money in the Bank, and beyond. This is what I was thinking about at work, okay? This is what I do when I'm not home. And I know you guys are going to love this angle. Whether or not this fucking happens, I don't care. I want to show you where my mind is, and I want to show you and describe to you how I would utilize the talent on WWE right now, or in WWE, because they clearly have the talent, they have the pieces to make everything I'm about to discuss with you happen. They have everything right in front of them. And we deserve it as fans for WWE to at least do this one simple storyline. Multiple storylines we're going to discuss here. But it all revolves around one. The debut of the Balor Club and the reformation of The Shield. I have been very, very strict in what I've been discussing about my WWE content, and I've been very, very pushy for The Shield to be reformed. I think The Shield being reformed on WWE television would not only do the WWE good, but it would do Roman Reigns good. JD, why do you want The Shield to be reformed? Seth Rollins clearly has come back as a heel. Roman Reigns is still being pushed as a babyface, even though he's getting heel-like reactions everywhere he goes. How can this possibly work? Why would you reform The Shield when Rollins is clearly a heel? Listen, the dynamic of heel and face is non-existent in WWE. That was proven when Bray Wyatt went out there and teamed with Roman Reigns, and he got a face reaction, okay? Bray Wyatt received a face reaction from the Monday Night Raw crowd the night he teamed with Roman Reigns. So there is no heel and face dynamic in WWE. WWE doesn't care, neither should we. And we should book accordingly, okay? But the reason why I think the Shield being reformed in WWE is good is because the WWE is ignorant. They will continue to be ignorant. No matter how long this Roman Reigns experiment goes on, they will continue to be ignorant. They will not, and I repeat, they will not turn Roman Reigns full-fledged heel. It's not going to happen. Though we've all wanted it, though we all pushed for it, it is not going to happen, okay? That was evident on Monday Night Raw. WWE, in sheer desperation mode, has Seth Rollins come out after receiving a fucking hero's welcome at Extreme Rules when he sneak attacked Roman Reigns at the end of that Extreme Rules match with AJ Styles. The fucking New Jersey crowd went crazy, and we all anticipated his return to Monday Night Raw. He opened the show on Monday Night Raw. He came out to yet again another hero's welcome. The fucking crowd went crazy when that music hit. He came out. He started off as a face, and WWE flipped the fucking switch, and they made him turn heel right before our very eyes. Pretty much telling the WWE crowd, fuck you. I was the one who rebuilt Seth Rollins. I am the one who sat at home rehabilitating, having fan mail sent to me every single day. And you know what I did? I didn't read one fucking letter. I burned every fucking letter because I don't need the WWE Universe. I am here for one thing and one thing only. Whether you love me or hate me, I am here to reclaim the championship I have never lost. That was it. That's all it took. Seth Rollins came out, heroes welcome, and like that, turned heel. WWE in sheer desperation mode again, and I seen right through them they continue to push Roman Reigns as the fucking face that doesn't exist. Why? Why? Is it so difficult to push Seth Rollins as a babyface? That is the most simplest route you can take. It wrote itself. Rollins came out as a babyface. You knew this was going to happen. With the age of social media and the fucking dirt sheets and the internet, why would anyone want to boo Seth Rollins? It doesn't make any sense to me. Even now, after watching it 2 or 3 times on the WWE YouTube channel, I still don't understand why they had Seth Rollins come out and act that way. And he did the same thing. I just read the SmackDown spoilers. He did the same thing on SmackDown. Why? So if anybody needs a reformation of the Shield, it's Roman Reigns. Seth Rollins should be a babyface. Yes, he is a born natural heel. But in the interim, I think we can deal with Seth Rollins being a babyface for 3, 4, 5 months. Roman Reigns is the one who needs help. We need to rebuild Roman Reigns the way WWE wants him. Roman Reigns, if the Shield is reformed, it would ease up on everybody. The Shield, back in the day, even if you fucking hated them, you at least respected them. I don't think anybody hated the Shield when they were together. Reigns, Rollins, and Ambrose, beautifully together. They did what they needed to do. They were 3 individuals, different individuals, who gelled perfectly together, and their attitude and what they were to WWE and what they wanted to accomplish in the WWE per storylines was fucking great. Rollins was the architect, Ambrose was the lunatic, and Roman Reigns was the big, cool-looking guy who stood behind those two as the muscle. He didn't say anything. He was a man of few words. He acted swiftly when the time called. That was it. That was the Shield. And if you hated them, if you loved them, you at least respected them. And the same thing would happen now in 2016 if you want to reform the Shield. Reforming the Shield would give the WWE Universe at least a reason to watch Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns would be tolerable for the WWE Universe because he would be standing next to someone that is universally liked in Seth Rollins, and he would be standing next to a natural babyface on current WWE television in Dean Ambrose. So by association, Roman Reigns would look tolerable to a lot more people instead of being solo as the WWE Champion, being forced down our throats, the manufactured champion by WWE, who's going to be fucking raped, pillaged, and burned in every arena he walks into. This would benefit the WWE to give them what they want as far as Roman Reigns goes, and it would ease up everything when it comes to Roman Reigns. That's why I want the Shield to be reformed. Not only that, I think it still has some life left in it. It still has some legs to walk on. And what I'm about to tell you, certainly, it does make a lot of sense, okay? Now, that's why I want the Shield reformed. The Bullet Club, you guys know, they were a failure in the WWE, okay? At every twist and turn and every opportunity, they failed. This is not the New Japan Bullet Club. This was the Bullet Club led by AJ Styles, who had their name altered to the Club. They were nothing but a fucking meme on Twitter. Turkey Club sandwiches, the Breakfast Club, the fucking Strip Club, the Poker Club. Anything. You could put anything behind, in front of the word club, and they were a fucking meme. You know, it came to a situation where my timeline was filled with memes of fucking club sandwiches and the faces of Gallows, Styles, and Anderson on the front of these sandwiches. That's how fucking pathetic it got with these guys. They were nothing but a joke in WWE, okay? They are definitely going to want some retribution because they were thrusted into a program with the WWE Champion, and they failed. At every opportunity, they failed. They were led by someone who did not make them winners. AJ Styles brought them in. AJ Styles let them down. And on Monday Night Raw, AJ Styles said after Extreme Rules, I didn't need you. I didn't want you to begin with. You're the reason why I lost that match. If it wasn't for the interferences of Gallows and Anderson, which prompted the Usos to come out, I could have beat Roman Reigns by myself one-on-one. It was you guys who fucked everything up. But then AJ Styles says, you know what? I still want to be friends. You know, I just don't want us to be business partners. Gallows says, you got some fucking balls on you, saying you still want to be our friends. Meanwhile, you're fucking throwing us to the side. You're kicking us to the fucking wayside, right? So, they walk away. AJ Styles goes on to battle Kevin Owens in a losing effort. And he loses a chance to qualify for the Money in the Bank. That goes to Kevin Owens, okay? This would be the end of AJ Styles on WWE television. AJ Styles is hurt. He's got a herniated disc. He's got an ankle problem. I'm sure he's banged up in more ways than one. This would give WWE ample time to rest AJ Styles up for the big angle at SummerSlam. Okay, give him a month off, a month and a couple of weeks, a month and a half, whatever. Let him rest up. Now, how do we introduce the Balor Club? Being that we got all that squared away. We got the Roman Reigns situation discussed. We got the Seth Rollins situation discussed. We got the AJ Styles situation discussed, okay? Money in the Bank is going to be a catalyst for everything. It's going to be the blueprint, how everything starts. Anderson and Gallows, they are on the hunt for retribution, okay? How do they do that? Every single week leading up to Money in the Bank, no matter who qualifies, no matter who's in the fucking match, everybody could be determined for that Money in the Bank ladder match, the contract match. You can have all 8 guys determined. Anderson and Gallows would come out and just randomly fucking cause chaos every single week. No matter if it's against Sami Zayn, no matter if it's against Kevin Owens, no matter if it's against Alberto Del Rio, anybody that is in that match will feel the wrath of Anderson and Gallows and be creative with it, you know? Chaos in fucking 7, 8 different ways. A variety of things that they could do. Backstage segments, interfering in matches, bring out weapons, just brutalize everybody that's going to be in that Money in the Bank match, okay? Except for one. Except for one. Dean Ambrose is in that match. Dean Ambrose is family with Roman Reigns. The Bullet Club, or the Club, failed in its attempt to thwart Roman Reigns and take the belt off Roman Reigns, and AJ Styles failed. Everybody in regards to Roman Reigns, you know, they just fell to. They failed at every twist and turn. Dean Ambrose is associated with Roman Reigns. He's a friend of Roman Reigns. So they don't even acknowledge Dean Ambrose. They don't attack Dean Ambrose. They don't even make an attempt to attack him. Which now Dean Ambrose realizes this, and he's no dummy. So now he's prepared. He's preparing himself. He's fucking carrying weapons to the ring. He's watching over his back. You know, he's talking to Reigns in the back. You know, listen, I don't know what the fuck's going on. These guys had a problem with you, you know, before Extreme Rules, leading into Extreme Rules, and now they're on the warpath. Now they're on the warpath, and they've touched everybody and brutalized and fucking caused chaos over everybody except for me. So I'm going to need some help here. Keep an eye out for me. I got you, but they haven't even come in my direction. They haven't even fucking hinted at me yet. Little does Dean Ambrose know, Dean Ambrose comes to Money in the Bank. We get the Money in the Bank ladder match. You know, it's going and the match is taking place. Dean Ambrose is this close from grabbing the briefcase. This close. Anderson and Gallows ruin Ambrose's chance at grabbing the briefcase, giving the win to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens will win Money in the Bank. Okay, Kevin Owens will be the 2016 Money in the Bank briefcase holder. He'll have a WWE opportunity, WWE title shot opportunity at any time he wants. So they did get Dean Ambrose in the end, which now makes Anderson and Gallows unpredictable as fuck. You don't know what they are going to do. Are they going to attack Roman Reigns next? Are they going to get their revenge finally on Roman Reigns? We come to the main event. We come to the main event. Roman Reigns is about to put away Seth Rollins. He's gearing up for a Superman punch. He's gearing up for the fucking finish. He nails the Superman punch. The lights fucking go out. Nobody knows what the fuck's going on. And all of a sudden, you see the fucking smoke from the stage. that fucking familiar smoke we see, and we see the flashing of the red lights in the arena. You know who it is. The crowd knows who it is. Roman Reigns knows who it is, because you can see him as a silhouette in the ring when the lights are flashing red. Okay? And when the lights fully come up, Finn Balor is standing in the ring, standing over Seth Rollins' broken body as he just received the Superman punch, wearing the fucking demon paint, and he's staring a hole right into Roman Reigns. Anderson and Gallows walk down the aisle. The Balor Club is here. They have arrived in WWE, and they are going to finally show AJ Styles what should have been done at Extreme Rules. They now have a real leader in Finn Balor, who now has his eyes set on Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is brutalized, Nexus style, at Money in the Bank. And that's how you go off the air. And before they go off the air, out from behind the curtain, wielding the fucking sledgehammer over his shoulder, is Triple H. And all he does is look from the aisleway with the sledgehammer over his shoulder, while Balor, Anderson, and Gallows are doing the fucking wolf pack in the middle of the ring, standing over Reigns and Rollins' broken, beaten down bodies. They fucked the main event. We don't have a definitive winner, and that's how Money in the Bank goes off the air. We come to Monday Night Raw. Why has Triple H aligned himself with the Balor Club? Why? Well, it's very simple. Seth Rollins and Stephanie McMahon had a little interaction on Monday Night Raw. There is no plan B for Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. There was no plan B for Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. He looked confused. Stephanie McMahon says that their relationship is different. Everything in the WWE, everything in the locker room has changed since he's been out for 7 months. And they shake hands. Their relationship right now is strictly professional. Rollins looks on confused. There is no plan B. There was no plan B at Money in the Bank, being that the Balor Club just interfered. Little does Rollins know that Stephanie McMahon is in on this entire Balor Club invasion. Triple H aligns himself, not officially, with the Balor Club because he was left out of every fucking plan when it came to who ran Monday Night Raw. Okay? Actually, you know, WWE doesn't really need to involve Stephanie McMahon here. She could know of it after the fact. Triple H can go behind her back and do it for them because he wants to gain control over Monday Night Raw. Stephanie McMahon, I think it would be better if she didn't know what was going on. And she was actually seeing this unfold for the first time because Triple H wanted to do something to gain control over WWE and Monday Night Raw again. Triple H would align himself with the Balor Club as a way to stick it to Vince McMahon, as a way to get back at Shane McMahon, as a way to get back at everybody who left him out of the plans for who was going to run Monday Night Raw. They did everything and changed everything and went on with life in WWE without involving him. This is a way to get him involved. This is a way for him to say, you know what? You guys left me out. This is my show. I ran Monday Night Raw for 3 years. While Vince McMahon was not around, I ran it with my wife. This is a way for me to reclaim my show, to regain my authority. And he's putting his stock now in the Balor Club. Balor and Triple H have that dynamic, that NXT dynamic already. We know Balor is boys with Triple H. They can play off that, bringing Balor up to the main roster. So that's a way for Triple H to stick it to Shane McMahon, and that would eventually lead to something for SummerSlam. Triple H is now on TV. So now you have Triple H with Balor, Anderson, and Gallows. Seth Rollins could easily come out and say, in retaliation to Stephanie McMahon, Stephanie, you mentioned that there is no plan B as far as Seth Rollins goes. You mentioned that our relationship is strictly professional, that everything has changed in the WWE. Yeah, obviously things have changed. Your husband is running Monday Night Raw or attempting to run Monday Night Raw now. He's got himself a new little clique. I have a plan B. Little do you know, I always had a plan B, just in case something like this happens. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose reformed the Shield right before our very eyes on Monday Night Raw. Seth Rollins, JD, why would Seth Rollins join Roman Reigns? Why would he put the WWE title aside? Because that's what the Shield does. Rollins is not to be trusted either way. But for the betterment of the WWE, for the fact that the WWE is in peril, that the WWE is in danger, he will put all differences aside with Roman Reigns for one common good, and that's to take down the Balor Club. And from here, you have the WWE and every pay-per-view, at least up until SummerSlam, booked with marquee matches. Battleground. We could see Battleground come into play, and we could have Roman Reigns versus Triple H, again, not for the title, but for a grudge match. A grudge match, simply because Triple H is still upset, still angry, still jealous that Roman Reigns beat him for the WWE Championship. We could see that. We could see Roman and Triple H. We could see Balor and Seth Rollins at Battleground. Dean Ambrose in a 2-on-1 handicap match versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. He's so fucking, insane. He's a fucking lunatic. He doesn't give a shit what the fuck he does. If he's going into a 2-on-1 match, he doesn't give a shit. He just wants revenge for them fucking him out of Money in the Bank. So, handicap match, Ambrose versus Gallows and Anderson, and make it some type of no DQ. And at that point, we could see AJ Styles make his return to the WWE to back up Dean Ambrose. So it makes it an even playing field. Styles and Ambrose versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Not officially at Battleground, but that would be the re-debut or the reintroduction of AJ Styles to this storyline. And AJ Styles, not officially, would join the Shield. He would fight along the Shield to take down the Balor Club. So you have 4-on-4 officially now with this storyline. Triple H unofficially with the Balor Club. Balor, Triple H, Anderson, Gallows. That's your 4. Stephanie McMahon behind them. That's 5. You got Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and unofficially AJ Styles fighting along the Shield. Shane McMahon can somewhere along the line interject himself in this, and WWE can play off the fact that Triple H is out of line. He cannot be doing this. He's doing, something that he's not supposed to be doing. He's stepping over everybody's toes or stepping on everybody's toes. Vince McMahon's got to get involved. This is what's going to lead to SummerSlam. Now that we got both groups aligned, and we got everybody aligned with each faction that they belong to, SummerSlam comes. We could see Finn Balor versus Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship. We could see Seth Rollins versus Triple H for the control over WWE, with Shane McMahon in Rollins' corner and Stephanie in Triple H's corner. We could see Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in some type of stipulation match, some type of crazy bullshit match at SummerSlam in Brooklyn. And if you want to add more to SummerSlam's card, Sasha versus Charlotte, Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt, John Cena versus whoever, man. Fucking go out and get a Kurt Angle, go out and get an Apollo Crews and fucking put him in the U.S. title open, have him challenge, Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Somewhere along the line, Owens would win the Intercontinental Championship. There's a bunch of different things WWE could do here. Enzo and Cass versus The New Day for the Tag Team Championships. And then, when you get to SummerSlam, how WWE wants to play that, Shane with Rollins and Triple H and Triple H with Stephanie for the control of the WWE, there would be no definitive winner there. There would be no definitive winner there. This would lead all the way up until Survivor Series. WWE can book War Games at Survivor Series. And then you have Triple H with the Balor Club versus the Shield with AJ Styles inside War Games. And that would be the definitive match to end it all. Who controls the WWE? If the Balor Club wins, Triple H controls Monday Night Raw. If the Shield with Styles win, then Shane McMahon gains control over Monday Night Raw and vanquishes the Authority once and for all. And after that, you can fuck around with it. Owens is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. Roman Reigns would be in that match. He would be left alone in the ring. He would cash in on Roman Reigns and win the WWE Championship. That's just me throwing, that out there. It could happen. But that's how I would book it. That's how I would book it. This is what I've concocted. Let me know what you guys think about all that. It certainly makes sense. It certainly makes sense in the world of WWE. The pieces are there. The pieces are there. The fact that Roman Reigns and the fans would ease up on him by including him in the Shield. AJ Styles takes a little break, comes back, and realigns himself with the Shield. Triple H comes out because he wants the company. He wants revenge on Roman Reigns. He wants revenge on Rollins. Everything there plays a part, and it makes sense. It ties up a ton of loose ends that the WWE can really play off of. Shit that's already happened on TV that we can see a conclusion to. Meanwhile, we'll get marquee matches with Reigns and Balor. Balor and Rollins. Styles going against the Bullet Club, or the former Bullet Club, Anderson and Gallows. The reintroduction of War Games. The battle over the company between Rollins and Triple H. It all works. It all works. I might be crazy, but it's certainly creative. It certainly uses my imagination to get across what I think WWE should do. This works. I'm not saying that the WWE is going to use this. More likely than not, this has absolutely no chance of fucking happening. But the WWE certainly has the fucking pieces to the puzzle to make this happen. And you know why they should have it happen? Because we deserve it. We deserve it. You got the best talent in the world. Book them accordingly. Make them feel like the best fucking talent in the world. Instead of giving us a feud with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins where nobody knows their role, nobody knows who the face and heel is, and this will drag out for 3 fucking months, and it'll end in anticlimactic fashion. Instead of doing something that should be done by bringing back the Shield, introducing the Balor Club, and making them look fucking dominant. And boy, they would look dominant with fucking Triple H backing them. That would introduce Balor to the audience. He would come in as a fucking heel. He would challenge for the title. And then after that, who knows? WWE can go on and do the fucking triple threat between the Shield at WrestleMania. I don't know. It's just a bunch of different things WWE could do there. But that's my creative mind at work for the introduction of the Balor Club, the reformation of the Shield, and getting everybody involved in the roles that they should be playing. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. If I'm crazy, if you like it, if you think it should happen, I don't know, man. I like it. Let me know down below. Hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And until then, I am JD. I have another video coming out letting you guys know about something I want you all to take advantage of. You're going to love it. It'll be up later this afternoon. I know you guys are asking for WWE social media comments. I'm off on Thursday. I'm working a double today at work. I will try to get it up on Thursday. But thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed the video, like I said, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. If you missed anything that I did previously this week, it'll be linked down below and annotations on the screen right now in the video. I will see you all for Off the Script on Friday. Until then, I'm JD. JD for Creative. Get me in WWE. I come cheap, and I only live 20 minutes away. I'll talk to you guys later.